Tyson Fury's wife, Paris Fury, wants her husband to retire after he has this big unification fight with Anthony Joshua. And I'm going to be quoting some of the things that she said. He's in the ring with supreme boxers, and it's a dangerous sport. We both know the risk. I'd like him to take that one fight and retire undefeated. He can't go on forever. He can't go undefeated forever. I wouldn't like to see him continue for too long and get hurt. I wouldn't like to see him lose his record chasing money or fame. He doesn't need that. He's already cemented his name in the history books. So that's what Paris Fury had to say. She wants her man to basically fight Anthony Joshua, beat Anthony Joshua, become undisputed, and retire. Right? Now, obviously, she's his wife, and she cares about Tyson Fury's well-being. And, he is the father of her children. So, of course, she's looking out for his best interests, right? She wants him to retire while he's healthy. Fighters, they go on for years and years. Some of them go on for too long. And then, as she said, they end up getting hurt and they end up, receiving some type of punch drunk syndrome. A lot of these dudes, their voice, you hear their voices, their voice changes because of the punch drunk, because they fought for too long. But me, as a selfish boxing fan, I personally would not want Tyson Fury to retire if he beats or if he fights Anthony Joshua. I would not want him to retire because I personally would want to see him face, if it came to me, I want to see Tyson Fury face three guys: Anthony Joshua, Dillian White, and Alexander Usyk. If Tyson Fury were to beat Joshua and then fight Dillian White and Alexander Usyk and then call it quits, I wouldn't really complain too much. I wouldn't really complain. Although if he were to retire after, let's say he were to beat Joshua and then retire as undisputed heavyweight champion, I really couldn't complain either, because, he would have made his biggest paycheck, his biggest fight purse, and he would have retired, and he would retire as undisputed heavyweight champion. He would have been the first guy to do that since Lennox Lewis. So that would be a great, way to retire from the sport of boxing, beating, one of the best heavyweights of your era, which is Anthony Joshua, and beating another one of the best of your era, which is Deontay Wilder. But like I said, I would still like him to fight Dillian White and Alexander Usyk. Then if he retired, then I would have no problem with that, because there's not really, who else is there for Tyson Fury to fight? I mean, I know there's other contenders, but a lot of these guys are just contenders, like guys like Daniel Dubois, Joe Joyce. I know there's several other heavyweights out there, but they're really just contenders, and some of them are prospects. The main guys I want to see him fight are the Usyks of the world, because he was a proven at cruiserweight, and then he moved up to heavyweight. And guys like Dillian White, because I feel like Dillian White deserves a shot, because he's been the mandatory for that WBC championship belt for years. So that's why I would like him to give Dillian White that shot too. But I understand why Paris Fury would want him to retire, because obviously that's her husband. She wants him to not have no type of brain injury. And unfortunately, in the world of boxing, a lot of fighters, they fight for too long and they end up sustaining these type of brain injuries where their speech is slurred. You could tell. Just look at poor Tommy Hearns. Look at interviews of Tommy Hearns when he was young and compare it to now. You could barely don't even get me started with James Toney. That guy, you can't understand him at all. James Toney, look at the interview from James Toney from 1996 and compare it to now. It's like night and day. It's just, you can't understand the guy because he fought for too many years. And I just feel that Fury still has a lot of years to give boxing, but maybe he'll do what what's his name? Oh my God, his name slips me. Oh, George Groves. Maybe he'll do what George Groves did and retire young. But unlike George Groves, retire, as undisputed champion. Anyway, guys, what do you guys think? Do you guys agree with Paris Hilton on this? Or do you guys agree with me? What do you guys think Tyson Fury should do? Thanks for watching. I'm out.